Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV's church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina Clovis, special guest. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
All right, you guys. Hello. Y'all come on in the room. We are about to have a good time over here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. I am loving this whole panel. Y'all, thank y'all for being here. Those of you who watch the Juice Radio and Talk Show know these are my people. I shout them out all the time, and we're going to have a good time. I want you all very briefly to introduce your channels. We're going to start with Naughty Love. We're going to come on down to AT2 over to Couture Bay. Roy here with the cute hair. Over there to Diva with the cute. Come on, Diva. Come on, girl.
What about my hair?
Yeah, you're here too, AT2. You're here too. We got Naughty Love from Naughty Love Movement. Naughty, tell us a little bit about your channel, real brief, and we're going to jump in here to the Shannon stuff, girl.
Hey, Naughty crew. What's up? I'm Naughty from Naughty Love Movement. I bring you the latest and trending topics. I vlog my life. I collaborate with all my beautiful content creators here. And please like the video. And if you're not subscribed to all of these panelists, you are losing your mind. Okay. Subscribe to all the content creators. We love one another. We support one another. And thank y'all for joining us this evening.
That's right. AT2. If y'all don't know AT2 out in these streets, AT2, tell us about your channel. And thank you for being here, my friend, from the beginning.
Yes. Well, what's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2, and I'm just here. Thank you, Juice, for having me. You guys can also come over to my channel. I talk about trending topics, celebrity news, politics. We talk about it all. So if you want to be entertained, come see about me. But thank you for having me, of course.
I love it. Let me tell you, he is the godfather of these YouTube streets. That's what he calls himself, y'all. The godfather. Y'all better recognize, okay? We got lovely Couture Bay in the house. Child, what's up, Bay?
Yes.
How you doing, girl? Tell us about
I'm doing amazing. As y'all know, I cover celebrity news and gossip, pop culture, phenom, your favorite blogger's favorite blogger. I just come and bring hard-hitting topics, whether it has something to do with your faves or it has something to do with what's trending online. So come over and see me. I love the Juice Talk Radio. So listen, it's a family affair. I'm ready. Let's go.
I love it. Thank you, girl. Listen, baby, bringing all the boys in her chat, boy. I'll be watching them chat, babe. They be after you, girl. They be after you. We got Prince Royale from Royale's World in the building. What's up, my friend? Tell us about your channel.
Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody had a fabulous week and a fabulous Friday. I am over at Royale's World. We are all about laughter, love, and inspiration. We recap shows. We talk about trending topics. And we just have a good time, spreading laugh, love, and inspiration. So that's me.
I love it. And he does great collaborations with this next person on panel here, y'all. The Queen. We just all need to rise because the Queen is in the building. All right.
Come on.
Miss Diva's in the house, y'all. Diva from Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. Tell us about your platform, beautiful, and thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and thank you to all the panelists. Some of this, actually Couture Bay. This is the first time we ever being together on a panel. So nice to see you, nice to meet you. AT2, I already know who you are. Nadia, I already know who you are. Right here, of course, I know who you are, right? So, I just want to say, I'm happy to be here. Glad we're doing this, collaboration. And my channel, I usually do trending topics Monday through Friday, usually around 8 p.m. Roy and I recap the reality shows together. We just finished Married to Medicine. We are recapping the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We will be doing Basketball Wives. Come see us because, we do what we do when we recap these reality shows. But I think it's a great thing when, and that's why I fell in love with you, Juice, right? And, Nadi and 82, I think, and of course, right here, and I'm getting to know Couture here. I think it's a great day when we come and we collaborate together, right? So it's like a group of people get to see all of us and get to know all of us. I always tell people, just like when you go to the supermarket and you go down the bread aisle, there's like all kinds of breads there and they survive every week, okay, in the supermarket. All of us can survive on this YouTube platform together, and we can all rise up together, and it's going to be fine. We don't have to backstab. We don't have to, try to tear each other down. If the bread could survive in the supermarket, and I'm talking cinnamon raisin, wheat, whole wheat, or whatever grain, 100% grain, Wonder bread, white bread, yellow bread, potato bread, then it's a place for all of us on these streets. So I'm so glad when I get to do collaborations like that because it makes my heart feel good.
I love it. And y'all keep these comments coming, you guys. I love it. We are streaming on all of our platforms here because that's what we do. We share. Sharing is caring. So we are streaming on all of our platforms. So remember, you guys, go ahead, click that like, subscribe, and share button. Also, get in these comment section and let's talk about this. Now, I asked all of these beautiful people on panel to be here tonight with me because we need to talk about this celebrity, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, who is really making some of us look like, what? When you get a little bit of change, you change. And so we're going to talk about this, and everybody's going to have their conversation on how they're going to have it. Diva, I'm going to start with you. Tell us in your thoughts and opinion how this thing all started, because one day Shannon was, making moves, and we watching his channel, and he blowing up, social media, ESPN, all that. What do you think? What's your thoughts on what happened? Let's let the people know, because you've been following this thing. All of y'all have been following this thing.
Old fool. Old fool. How you 56 and you getting tore down by the oldest game in the book? Okay, a big butt and a smile. But you know what, though? They said for much is given, much is required. So he was blessed. What was it? It was just last year, right? That Cat Williams interview on YouTube, because they said it's in a lawsuit. I don't have the lawsuit. They said $6 million. That's one interview. He made history with that interview on YouTube as the most watched YouTube video there ever was. This man made history. So you got a $6 million check. You made history, and you're going to let your personal life seep into your professional life. You a whole old fool. So I think with Shannon, because I did not verify, but someone had told me in my chat the other day that he had 24 of these cases and he settled 23 out the 24.
Oh, wait.
So this man, this is nothing new. This is who he is, right? But, between the Diddy's and, everybody was like, lock Diddy up. I'm so glad the predator off the street. No, the predators are still out there. Okay? Because even, I personally don't care who you sleep with and how you do it, as long as it's all consenting adults. But when you on a phone, of course, he didn't know he was being recorded, but see, you a fool with that too. Because with these things right here, right now, trust no one.
No one.
Trust no one. I ain't saying nothing to you. That's why I don't even text that much. I'm texting yes and no.
One
word is I'm not texting you paragraphs. I'm just not. You got to call me. And I ain't saying too much on the phone call if I don't know you like that either. Because everybody's recording now and everybody's with the foolery. So I don't care what you do, but see, where his problem is, you on that phone talking about I'm gonna choke the S out of you. You 56. This could be your daughter, your granddaughter. Shame on you, Shannon Sharpe. So now you done fumbled $100 million bag over a big butt and a smile. Whatever.
That
it wasn't
girl
even
is
that.
poison.
It wasn't even that big, from what I understand. So, AT2, I'm gonna come on down to you, AT2. Tell us your thoughts on this whole thing, and then we're gonna get into some deeper conversation. AT2, run the story for him. Let him know.
You know, I'm gonna say it like this because I think we're missing a key component.
What is that?
Shannon Sharpe's sexuality had been questioned for the last year or so, right? Remember, he had the stylist that everybody assumed that he was with. I mean, I even made comments about it. I admit myself. And so then he abruptly fired him out of nowhere. And it went from, okay, you fired this stylist, but you fired him after all these allegations came out that you guys were together. So instead of having his back and, just saying, this is my stylist, like you guys are tripping, you come up with this convoluted story that your assistant was jealous because all the clothes that he was styling you in, she purchased, and she was mad because you were giving him credit and stuff like that. It was just like this weird convoluted story. But since then, it seems like, okay, I don't want people to say I'm gay. Let me overcompensate, be so masculine and so tough and sleeping with all these women. That way I can prove that I'm not gay. That's basically what, Shannon Sharpe has been doing. He's been trying to prove something to everybody. And it's like, at the end of the day, no one cared that much. People talk all the time, right? But no one cared that much to where you got to be doing all of this. And again, I don't know everything in Shannon's bedroom, but I mean, we're learning a lot about Shannon's bedroom.
Well, y'all, let me tell y'all, AT2 being nice tonight. He being nice because let me tell you, he could run this story. But I thank my brother. I think, because let me tell you, y'all go over there and check out AT2's commentary on some of these videos he uploaded. Amazing. Couture Bay. Now Couture Bay can hang with you, AT2. My girl Couture Bay can hang with you.
Yes.
Let them know your thoughts on this, Couture Bay. Shannon Sharpe.
Honestly, I don't know why people are acting surprised. This is what they do in the realm of money. Okay, this is about money. I'm not upset that the girl is trying to get her some money. She saw what he paid other people. Like, let's be very clear. When you're in there doing the forbidden tango with someone, you get to learn some stuff about them. She knew about those negotiations. Look at the timing. He cut her off at the top of the year, right? And I feel like she's probably shared amongst the broadcasters because just the timing of everything. One, the announcement of the $100 million, and then boom, here comes the lawsuit. The lawsuit hasn't been pending since back in January. It just happened. So I looked at that. He does have these cases that he settled, and he settled them because he is into the rough play from what I can see. He's into the race play. Um, I don't think he's conflicted with his sexuality. I think he does not care. I think he's into rough stuff. And when you get a little too rough, the girls want to be compensated and he just pays them so they can move out the way and be out his space. I mean, this is a man who said you can't even do certain things in front of him. He had these long-term girlfriends we never seen. They want to be recognized now. I don't understand. Baby, if you got paid, just take your money and stay silent because people forget that when they cut you a check, they cut for the privacy too. So he's going to get that on the back end. I don't think he's been fired. ESPN has not put out a nasty statement in regards to him. They hired him knowing the history, and I think people need to understand that too. They knew about that. That's what they have private investigators for. They knew about his philandering, they knew about his kink, and then they know about all the deepest, darkest secrets. Um, Disney is real lenient. Okay, look who's over there, and then we'll leave it at that. But am I surprised? No. In the words of the gray haired diva, a old fool. Like, he was thinking with his prowess instead of with his brain. And
Mhm.
right now he's going through the fire, and they're like, if he can make it through, they'll bring him back for the NFL season. And I truly believe that, because he brings in the ratings, he brings in the numbers, despite his kink, despite him being an old fool, despite him being questionable behavior. But a lot of those men over there do questionable behavior. This is nothing. Hence why he was ready to cut her a check, because she was messing up the church's money. And now I kind of feel bad for her a little bit, because she doesn't understand that 10 million was a nice one. This I'm fighting you back, he's not going to pay anything. So, and then him leaving his job, I feel that's all in line with I'm about to show you why the rest of the girls just took the money and went about their day. But it's sad, it's
Mm.
unfortunate, and I don't feel bad for him.
Mm. I love this. I love it. Well, you better go ahead. Now, you mentioned a few things. I took some notes, and I'm gonna come back and do roundtable because I have been watching, and the only video I did, and I'm gonna pass it over to my girl Naughty for commentary. The only video I did regarding Shannon Sharpe was what the Bible says about men like him. Because I'm gonna bring it. What the Bible say? The Bible say, beware. It says, beware of men like this. And it warned us. I put up Proverbs. Y'all want to see my video? Y'all go over there and check it out. Because we ain't having church tonight, but it's Friday night. We out here in these YouTube streets about to have a good time. Y'all want to see that video? Watch it again on Sunday, okay?
Honey, no, you can add it in the night, honey. Sometimes they got Friday night. Okay.
We have a
Right.
Friday night tent revival.
Yes.
Naughty, tell us your thoughts on this Shannon Sharpe situation, girl. I'm hearing snow bunnies. What the heck?
What goes up must come down, Juice. And like Couture Bay and Diva said, he basically let the snow bunny trick him out of his spot. I mean, these audio clippings, they don't sound good at all. They are very incriminating. But Shannon Sharpe is the result of the ideology of the men, how they think in Hollywood, okay? Diddy, all of them think like this. They look at women as objects, second-class citizens. They prey on young women for control. Let's just talk about it. They don't want anyone to think. They just want to be able to do their business and go right ahead. But he has crossed the line, because what this comes down to is consent. And he's doing the exact playbook that all these predators use. Oh, she's an OnlyFans model. This is just a money grab. You're using the same playbook. And then you try to discredit Tony Busby, which he discredited himself. All right, like his credibility was shot with Jay-Z or whatever. But to bring Jay-Z up as an example, oh, it's the same thing. No, Jay-Z did not settle. He did not offer a settlement.
Now,
Because
one
he
red
knew
penny.
he was innocent. He also said, if I did these things, take it to the police.
File the charges. File the charges.
File the
File the
charges.
charges.
And to me, and just like the diddler, he is moving like a guilty man. I'm sorry. The innocent man does not settle for not even $1. Okay, and his attorney made him look even worse to me, in my opinion, over there on Don Lemon's show, talking about he settled to protect his privacy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And now, because Shannon Sharpe was warned by many, let's start with Monique. Let's start with Kendra G. He was warned.
Come on now.
Many. And he did not take heed. You want to know why? His sexual deviance took precedence over the bag. And let's call it what it is. So he's got an uphill battle. I feel like he stepped aside at ESPN to save face, because they going to fire him.
That's what I thought. Come on now. You better preach.
And you just got tricked out your whole bag. Messing with these young people don't play. And you can't even keep up. These young people, they will take you down. They will sit and take it, and then they'll come back and dropped the hammer. I'm sorry, those audio recordings, him saying he's gonna strangle her. She said, I don't want to be choked. And he said, yes, you do. That shows the controlling nature, the dominance.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Child, Naughty done ran you, child. Shannon Sharpe, attention, Shannon Sharpe, you need to hire Naughty Love Movement for your your attorney, because you got
drop the mic.
He got the wrong attorney. Now, I saw the attorney information on Diva's channel, and I was like, what in the world is going on with this dude? Now, let me go into this. Shannon Sharpe meets these young chicks. Now, again, ESPN, I saw on Shannon Sharpe's page where he stated that he's stepping away from ESPN. There's a lot of circulation stating that ESPN allegedly has fired him. I'm not sure if they fired him or not, but we do understand, and my husband sent me this. My husband said, hey, ESPN is in a predicament also, because there was another case that involved Shannon Sharpe and they had to settle. And that woman said Shannon Sharpe did some of the same things that this woman is alleging.
Patterns of behavior.
So ESPN was like, I got you out of this one, and now here you come back again with another one. Hence, again, the actions that you do is not only for you, but you're also the business and corporation. Now they into this also. Let's talk about this chick, because when I started hearing this whole story, you guys, I said, even though she was 19, she wasn't dumb. She was not dumb. And here's why. He kept persisting that she gets an NDA, that she signed an NDA, and she kept refusing. He should have known from that first refusal of her signing the NDA that there was something amok. But he wanted whatever she had so bad that he was like, okay, I'm going to just let this go. I'm going to just let it go. Talk to me a little bit, you guys, about the NDA or the audio, the $10 million, and now the $50 million. Say that again.
Royer speak?
Yes, please. Yes, Royer.
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Oh, Royer, did you speak? I'm sorry.
I did not. It's fine. It's fine. For me, this is a much bigger conversation outside of Shannon Sharpe. This is a conversation of something that's been going on for centuries. Men using their power, their authority, their bodies, their minds to manipulate adult people, children, young adults, people of all ages. And in the last decade, probably the last 2 decades, we have seen so many, and not to make this a Black thing, but we have seen so many of our Black celebrity men who have been a part of this downfall, who have seen people in the past a part of this downfall. We've had Bill Cosby, we've had R. Kelly, we've got Diddy now, we had Cuba Gooding Jr., we had Jonathan Majors. We have all of these people who are in this same consistent pattern of misusing their power and authority to abuse or misuse others, whether they know what they're doing or they don't. You were speaking, of this young lady being 19, 19, you're fresh out of high school. Some people are still in high school at 19 years old. So exactly where this young lady was at the stage of 19, I'm not sure. But I know exactly where Shannon Sharpe was at the age of 53. Oh, you're fresh off of ESPN doing your commentary. You're fresh into the YouTube street starting your Shannon Sharpe show. And then you have people like Monique telling you, you need to grow up, baby. You need to date women your own age. Cheryl Underwood, baby, if you want a good one, get you one of us, somebody that's at our age. Someone, my issue with these men who want to mess with these younger girls, it is a manipulation thing. You think that you can use your mind to manipulate these young people, and you don't want to deal with people your age because you don't want to be held accountable for the decisions and the choices that you make in life. You're ashamed of what you do, and you rather take that attention off of doing the work that you need to do to heal yourself and choose to destroy other people. You have destroyed this young lady's life and countless others' lives. And this is also so much bigger than a celebrity thing, because this happens on just a regular people level like us.
Yeah.
There are so many people in our families who manipulate and abuse people in the family, and it's a shame. We see so many young Black boys at an early age on social media being twerked on and being told that it's okay to mess with women who are older than them. It is not okay. It is a form of abuse and manipulation, and it's unacceptable, and the line has to be drawn somewhere. I'm coming from the standpoint of, at what point are we going to change our community's mindset that these things that we've been doing for centuries are not things that men have been doing, men specifically, for centuries, are not okay. It's not okay. And it seems like we keep having these same conversations, and everybody is seeing everybody's downfall, but they're still choosing to make the same decision and fall right into the fold just like everybody else. It's just craziness. It's crazy.
It's true.
Oh my goodness. All right. I want to shout out. Thank you all so very much. You're contributing to the panelist channels. Thank you all so very much. Miss June Buggin Show. Thank you so very much. I'm not going to get my tambourine. I'll do that on my show, but I'm going to pray over your seat anyway in Jesus' name. Thank you so very much, Miss Tara Blythe, also for contributing to the platform of the panelists here as well. You guys, let's get into this. And I really want to talk about this seriously, you guys. I know we're talking about this today, but here's the thing. Is there a way for us to stop any of this or try and get these young men to understand that this does happen? We just had the NBA draft, I believe it was, right? And these young men, when I was talking to my husband, he says, you know, a lot of these guys are coming in there. They've got children already. And he said this, he said, I wonder if they're going to be with that same woman after they get into this draft real good. And it's a thought, because Shannon Sharpe has 3 children, 3 little Black children, 3 little Black. They grown now. They grown.
They're grown. Yeah, I was gonna say
they grown. But you guys, when does this turn around? I mean, it's so upsetting that this man has so much money and he's willing to just forego $10 million for what? You got 3 kids. You got a grandchild. Shannon Sharpe has a grandchild. Well, come on, what? And here's my thing always, what I say also too, is I think we pay some of these people, especially some of these celebrities, way too much money. It's wasteful. And I was really concerned as I watched the NBA and NFL, one of the draft. I watched the draft and I said, does anybody set them up with financial training, financial knowledge? Because they just throwing these checks at them and they don't know what to do with this. AT2, let's have some conversations.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a little different because Shannon Sharpe is already out the league. He's not in the NFL anymore. I feel like he does have financial literacy. I don't think that's his issue. I think his thing is that he's a part of the Kink community. I don't know if you know what that is, but basically the whole BDSM, all that. So he's a part of the Kink community. This is literally a kink. Sometimes in the form of payment, having that transfer of money is even part of the kink too. That you can be a part of the financial dom. I don't know if that's the proper term, but basically the dom is the main person and then the sub is the submissive person. So it could be a power dynamic like that. I think also too with the race play, that's just something that he's into. And so I want to point out something too regarding the audio that was put out there. There's from Shannon Sharpe's team, they're stating that that's not the full audio. It's actually a whole 10-minute audio. So the audio that we're hearing is just bits and pieces. So it's not the full conversation. Because if you also look at the text messages, she talks about being choked and put on a leash too as well. So this is a part of the whole role-playing thing that they do. Now, again, if she said, no, this is not the agreement that I want, then yes, there is an issue there. But if this is a part of their role-playing and how they get down, then it's going to a whole different level. And I think for some people who are not into kinky stuff like that, they don't understand that dynamic. But when you have a dom and a sub, this is what they do.
I saw the text message. I'm a shout out to lead attorney. I went over there to his channel, saw his, he is a real attorney here in Atlanta. And he did a whole, I don't know how many hours his video was. but he did have some of the text messages that they are entering into all of this court case and everything. And it's just a mess. This whole thing is a mess. Do you all think that this is a money grab from this young woman? Do y'all think this is a money grab? Do y'all think they deserve it?
I
Nadia, I'll
Yeah.
start with you.
I mean, they had a
I'll
transactional
come down to
relationship
Couture.
as it is. I
Hmm.
don't really see it as a money grab. I just feel like this is her way of fighting him back because he probably was threatening her behind the scenes. Like these type of men do not like to be, or persons, I should say, because
Hmm.
women do it too, do not like to be held accountable for their bad behavior. And what it comes down to again, Juice, if he, because with that BDSM community, there's rules you're supposed to follow. I
Hmm.
mean, they have warning words and everything to let you know you're going too far and things like that. And if she set a boundary that she wanted certain things like protection used, and she didn't want to be choked, he is to respect that and abide by that. And obviously, he couldn't do it. I think they had a transactional relationship as it is. In the hood, we call it hush money. Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
and I think he crossed the line to the point where she feels like she needs to hold him accountable, just like the diddler in the Cassie situation. It's the same type of dynamic. You got to understand these men continue to harass their victims over and over again. People don't understand. Like when Diddy accepted that humanity or the man of the year or whatever that award they gave him, and he shouted out Cassie, he was using his platform to harass her. She did not want to be bothered. These are the things that go on behind the scenes. Their lives are being threatened and things like that. And I just really feel like she wanted to up the ante on the lawsuit. Like, I'm going to stick it to you now. You're not going to control me in the rest of my life. No, that's not what I signed up for.
Let me come down to you, Couture Bay. Your thoughts on this?
I do think it was a money grab, not because of like who she is. It's just everything about what the lawsuit said. They met at a gym that read of Lady of the Night activities. And this deals with lust. When you're a lustful person, it is what it is. And your husband is right. During the NFL draft, they do throw that money at these young athletes, and what comes with the money, women or men, both. Some of everything. The people are coming. So I don't think there's enough precaution with that. And I do believe these athletes turned podcasters, they've been doing stuff since they were in college. It's given to them. Now I know he has a history and things like that, but she won't no fool. She knew who he was. She wasn't one of these, oh, I'm naive. She clearly was a pro just by seeing the details of the case and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I do believe the attorney, he wanted to silence this because he was in negotiations. Who wants something like this to come out in the midst of their negotiation? I believe she just didn't want to, for whatever reason, but people are believing it's a shakedown because not once did she go to the police, not
I
once did
love,
she file a report,
I
not
love.
once did she do a Me Too kid, not once did she tell somebody. There's no pictures of these, and that's my issue of all the attorneys in Vegas, well, Nevada, of all the attorneys in Nevada, and I looked it up because I had time. I said, she didn't hit up this attorney, she didn't hit up this attorney, she didn't even hit up this one. She went to Tony Busby, and that's where her credibility is shot. Like, had she had done the work, we like to bring up Cassie, but Cassie went to the girls who went to the lawyers that brought down Harvey Weinstein. They didn't go get no Rudy Poo internet clout chasing attorney. And this is why it feels like Shannon Sharpe is going to win, because Tony Busby, as quiet as it's kept, he's only shook down some people with no evidence. He needs to get in the lane of fiction writing because he has a way with words. I've said that about a lot of these ambulance chaser attorneys. Baby, they can write. They need to be writing some books with the ideas and fantasies they come up with. I'm interested, but again, she's not going to be the first. She's not going to be the last. I just feel bad for her because you can clearly tell this is her line of work, and they're shaming her with the tactics they're going to use in the court of law. People forget that. I've worked on some of them cases. um your lifestyle will be used against you in a court of law, and they're going to be like, we saw what happened with the Kobe situation. Kobe is my favorite player. Miss Mamas was like, oh, he did this to me, but there was four before him, and then she went on to a party to do others. That was the weird part to me. I was like, and she tried to rebrand as, oh, I'm a Kobe Bryant victim, and they shut that down immediately. The Kobe estate was like, no,
Oh,
no, you didn't win in criminal. You won in civil. You got your little money. Go about your day. Do not make us take legal action against you. And I'm gonna be one of the ones to advocate, if you're gonna do this type of, make sure you get some type of contract. That way you can protect yourself legally if you want to take legal ramifications against your Dom, your financial Dom. Granted, we don't know how much money she was getting from, a Shannon Sharpe. He seems like he was paying like he weighs, and we're in a recession right now. Like, was that money keeping her afloat? I mean, can you imagine a 50-something-year-old man paying all your bills and then he cuts you off? I would be upset too. I would be mad too. And this is what he gets, because everybody keeps talking about, like, the people kept telling him to date women his age. Women his age is not doing that stuff. Like, the stuff he was doing, they are not down for that. Come on now. Like, he's 56. He's barely, and he's only doing it for what, 10 minutes? I don't know anybody who finds him attractive, let alone is willing to do that at grown ages. I'm in my 30s. I was like, baby, she was doing way too much for nothing. Like, where's your house? Where's your land? Where is your where's your equity, the residuals for all this? And I feel like she went to another girly who has somebody like a Shannon Sharpe, and they were saying, girl, you're being underpaid.
right.
You never know, you're not getting your just due until you see it. And
Mm.
and that's not to bash her, because I know a lot of people felt some type of way when I said she was an escort, but baby, a red escort. We met at a gym. They didn't put the gym in there. He told her he would get her breast done. Mama ain't got her breast done. So he was
And the 20
promising
to
you things.
$25,000 per cheek.
Yeah, like, he was
Mhm.
promising you
Yeah.
things, but you wasn't getting it.
Mhm.
Either she's the fool,
Mhm.
or she misread her opponent. And it's unfortunate, because
Mm.
what's she gonna do after this?
Mm. Mm. Royer, the people want to hear from you, Royer. The people want to hear from you, honey. And
You
you guys chime in. We can talk back with, to communicate with each other. I know you guys are used to just letting them talk, but if y'all want to chime in when others are talking, just, to add to the commentary, please do. I'm sitting back listening because I am catching up. And that's why I said, let me have them all on one panel together so that I can catch up with everybody. Because listen, if he would ever, oh, Tony Busby wouldn't have to do that. We'd have to bring Johnny Cochran back from the grave, honey, because if my husband ever tried, somebody find me being crump, because there's about to be a murder around here. Okay.
Yeah,
Royer. Come on, Royer.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything you guys have said so far. One of my things when it comes to this whole essay situation and people, filing whatever kind of legal documentation they would like to, one thing that has always bothered me is, if you're going to file a civil lawsuit, if someone has violated you, if someone has disrespected you, if someone has done something that you have said no to, criminal charges need to be filed. And this is the reason right here. And nothing against, because I'm going to say this, just because they don't file criminal charges don't mean that they're not victims. So let me state that first of all. But this is why we still have what's the word? I want to use the right word. Horrible individuals running the street still, because those who have been in the victims of, SA, they're not filing the proper charges in order to clean up the streets. If we start filing the proper documentation legally to get these people off the streets, maybe we can change the culture. Maybe we can change the mind. Maybe we can show society that we're not playing. This is not a joke. This is something that's been going on long enough, and it has to stop. How many more years are we going to continue to go year after year after year, month after month after month, paying people off and letting them walk away? Why? Why are these companies like the NFL not supporting the individuals who are victims of the people that they support and pay every 2 weeks or every month or however often they get paid? Criminal charges need to start being filed when anything in regards to me saying no, me being SA'd, violated, whatever it is. Criminal charges need to be filed, because then people will recognize, the community is not playing. Right. I may need to clean up my act. Mm-hmm. And I also want to go as far to say is there are people in his age bracket. I have a lot of peers and friends who are of his age. There are a lot of people in his age who are willing to do a lot of things.
Listen, I'm 50.
If you pay them the right amount of money, the only difference is these young girls, they're going to accept what you give them. The grown folks, they're going to put their check on the table, fill out the blank number at my request. But see, you're not willing to do that because you want to do childlike things. Come on, and be a child and pay chump money. Pay the people and deal with the people who know are at your age range, who you know are mature enough, who you know are willing and open to do those things. I'm not gonna. This is crazy. It's really crazy to me. And
this girl was probably getting crumbs.
Yeah, crumbs, literal crumbs. See, 19 years old, 19.
I'm gonna say this. Do I think it's a money grab? I'm gonna say 100%. Yeah. But when you set yourself up for a money grab, what you gonna do? Right?
Games, you
win super prizes. And the reason why I'm saying it's a money grab is they was in negotiations. He was about to give you 10 million, right? Or maybe even a little bit more. Then you heard about his contract, and so you went back and you wanted 50 million. And my thing is, her statute of limitations has not run out. A lot of people with Diddy, the statute of limitations ran out, so they had no choice but to do just a civil suit. Mm-hmm. And with Diddy, a lot of people, they talked about the fear. Mm-hmm. And if you believe the breadcrumbs on the street, you can understand why the people feared Diddy, right? Because allegedly things disappeared, people got hurt, people got threatened, and all kinds of stuff. So there was a fear factor there. She didn't tell us no fear factor about Shannon Sharpe. Mm-mm. But not only that, her thing is recent enough. She said the last transgression happened in 2025. Go to the police. Call the police. Right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, is it a money grab? It's a money grab. If you want to go back into her history, I'm going to say probably, unfortunately, something happened to her as a young child that you wake up and at 19, you're pretty much a sex worker.
Absolutely.
Talk about it. So it's just so much going on, and there's so many dynamics with this. But the bigger dynamic to me is if you are violated, go to the cops and then do your civil suit afterwards.
Yes.
The other problem I do have just in general with civil suits, where do these numbers come from? Now, Cassie, her transgressions happened, what, a decade? I don't even think Cassie got 50 million. Where's she getting this 50 million number from? So, yeah, to me, it's a whole money grab, right?
I think she got the 50 million, gray hair diva, because the contract was 100 million. She thought she could get half in.
Which is insane, because you didn't endure that much time. And plus, she herself said part of the relationship was consensual.
Right. So, I guess she wanted 100 million. And since part was consensual, she said, I'm going to give you back half of it.
Yeah, right. Right. And so it's the insanity of it all. And when we have these conversations, it's hard to have because so many people think they automatically go to victim blaming or shaming or whatever the case may be. The girl is into working as a sex worker. That's her profession. That's what she chose. So when you have a job, underneath it comes the responsibilities.
There's a risk.
So my thing is you playing games, you saying yeah and no to your convenience. But see, it was a setup from the door, and Shannon Sharpe was a fool that didn't, that he went for it. She claimed when they met in the gym, she never liked them in the first place. But he kept calling her. Well, I can't call you unless you give me your number. And listen, these days, let's be clear. It's easy to block somebody. If they get too crazy and you done, it's called block, and that's it. It's a wrap. It's over. How are they getting in touch with you, right? But even if I back up just a little bit more, she said in her lawsuit written by her lawyer that he called me after he already argued the one time, allegedly. He called you and said he had a Christmas and a birthday gift. So somebody argues you, and they call you on the phone and say they got a Christmas and a birthday gift. So you didn't block them. They argued you, and you didn't block them. Then my next life, I'm going to law school. You didn't block them.
Right?
And now they call you and they say, I got a Christmas gift and a birthday gift for you. Can I come over? And you say, yeah. You a whole fool too. So you got two fools doing foolish stuff, and now they're suing each other because he claimed he's going to sue her too for defamation.
Yeah, he did.
So you need to be his lawyer because his lawyer is not doing a good job like you.
Right.
No, he said he's suing Tony Busby.
What the problem is now with
Come down
everybody.
to you, Couture. Hold on. Go ahead.
Everybody is social media whores. You had initially Diddy's lawyer running his mouth. That mark, the reason why Diddy ain't getting no bail is because that mark is all over the place. When he first came out, how you on TMZ as my lawyer making a joke about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil? You my lawyer. Talking about it came from Costco or with it. Sir, you my lawyer. This ain't no joke right now.
No laughing matter.
I'm fighting, no laughing matter. I'm fighting for my life. So everybody, you put the mic in front of them and they run in their mouth.
Couture Bay, then up to Naughty.
Oh, I was just saying that he's suing Tony Busby. I don't think he's suing the girl because he knows she ain't got no money. So he's suing the attorney for defamation and slander. He said them, but he really meant Tony Busby. He's going to be a contributing factor in proving, because my thing is this: she went and got a lawyer from Texas. Can he even practice law in Nevada?
Check it, Couture Bay. I know you got to be pulling it up.
He already made
He
that.
partnered with somebody in Nevada.
Yeah, he partnered with somebody because he already made that mistake.
To feel bad for these women and men when they go get these attorneys, and I'm like, you think we don't? We've been through this merry-go-round with him. There are 3 top attorneys in Nevada. 3 still actively practicing. They are the creme de la creme. If she was smart, she has all this evidence, right? The tape, I'm glad AT2 said it. The tape just sounded convoluted because I was like, it's all this breathing and airspace. Like, what?
Dead air.
It's not natural. The text messages, and he deserves to be sued, and he deserves to be publicly embarrassed, because now he will tighten up and get his act together. I don't want him to, and I want Black women to stop saying this. Well, he don't like Black women. I don't want him to like Black women.
No.
I don't want him to like Black women.
No.
Like, please be for real. I don't want him to like Black women, and I need Black women to stop being, oh, he deserves it, because no. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Should he have been over there with that young tenderoni? No. But he's going to reap what he sowed. I don't feel he's going to get too much of anything because of the attorney. Had she have got somebody else, a no name, a big name, it would be a different story. This, and it's sad because, like you said, every time they do stuff like this, it allows the perpetrator to continue to thrive and create whatever kind of life he wants to be, right? Because he was already an athlete. Now he's coming into the entertainment space. If he beats this, he's going to continue to thrive in the entertainment space. He's not going to, his YouTube shows didn't stop. He just stepped away
No.
from ESPN so it can show it affected his job. See, you got to see the games they're playing because he's going to show I had to step away from my job. You embarrass me, and she don't even know the game. And I this is my issue with the girls. If something happened, go get the kid. You don't even have to put it under your name. Just remember the alias you said it was. So that way when you decide to come forward and you don't want to pursue legal action because you don't have to, and you want to just get your money, you have something to prove. Like I have the proof. I have these things. Look at this here. Because as quiet as it's kept, Shannon is his own entity. That's why he stepped away because he don't want ESPN to cut her no check. Go ahead, Naughty.
And
You made
here's
some
the,
very good points.
Let me just say this real
Here-
quick, Bonnie, before you go. I want to say this. Jonathan Majors was running away from the chick and they jammed him up. Shannon Sharpe is not going to come out of this too clean. He's not.
Here's the photo of the young girl that we're talking about here. Now, there was some misconfusion regarding another young lady on the panel, but this is the young girl here that we are referring to. So any of you who are saying who was it, there was another Gabrielle Zuniga that people were having the wrong photo of and inboxing her and DMing her and so forth. But this is the photo here on the screen here regarding this young girl, and to me she really looks like she about 12. But
Right.
I don't like that they put a name out there either. I really
you don't. Well, she doing grown stuff, Diva. She doing grown stuff. She gonna get her name out there. She not a teenager.
Right.
He filed as a Jane Doe.
Mhm.
And I don't like that he released it. I don't like that he did that.
You're saying that when you say release, that Shannon's attorney released her name, right?
And
You gotta, they
Shannon
fighting
Sharpe
dirty.
himself, yeah, and
Mhm.
Shannon Sharpe himself said it in his, words that he said, my fans and family. I think that's dirty. Because in it, and I'm sorry, Nadi, in it, he also said Gabby and she's a OnlyFans. Well, sir, you slept with the
And
OnlyFans.
he gave her OnlyFans name too. He did.
But you slept with her. So what are you acting like she's the bottom of the barrel, but you put your stuff in her, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nadi.
When they
you
go
lay
to
with
court,
dogs,
they
you
do.
get up with fleas, right? That's what they say. You lay with dogs. Like, I'm so tired of this culture. Like, when these men get caught out there, caught up due to their poor choices and their bad behavior, the first thing they want to go to is slut shaming, degrading. But it was all good when you was traveling up her Hershey Highway without consent. Okay. But I have
It wasn't Hershey. It was more like Milky.
the milkshake brings all the boys to the
Close the park down. Close the park down. Nobody wants to go to the park anymore. Just close
No,
it
but
down.
I have another theory. Who's to say Matt Barnes and Shaquille O'Neal didn't set all this up? They cannot stand him.
Ooh. A
And
lot
you
of
know
people
what?
been
Both of them
saying
do
that.
like hoes. Both of them do like hoes.
And you know they
And you
probably was
right,
all
Naughty.
sharing.
You're right, Naughty, because a lot of people and this woman was talking about. She was like, "Y'all got to see the bigger picture." Stephen A. Smith already got $100 million. Shannon Sharpe was about to get $100 million. That means Chad Ochocinco was about to get $100 million. That brings jealousy and competition. So you're right. Keep going, Naughty. I like that.
I'm just saying, it's just a theory. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up the audio, but
I think I have it here, Naughty, from
those
TMZ.
men, they despise Shannon Sharpe. Now, here recently, Matt Barnes did some audio dropped, and he was discussing how Shaquille O'Neal cannot stand him. And they load them. And let me tell you, in the industry, they do things like this to set each other up to bring them down because they want that spot. Because come on, Matt Barnes is out here doing the bidding of Shaquille O'Neal. Why? Because he just got caught up in his own cheating scandal with his fiance. So who's to say they're not set? Let me tell you, men act worse than women at times. They act cattier than women at times. And I listened to that audio, and then all of a sudden this drops. Who's to say they not putting money in Gabby's pocket to move him out the way so that they can take his spot?
Ooh. Well, here's the audio that we have here, and I believe this is the correct one here. Let's see what TMZ had to say about this.
Jump in because we're about to tell you something that's pretty shocking. So you know the story about Shannon Sharpe being sued by a woman. It looks like a former girlfriend who says that he sexually assaulted her. He came back saying,
denying it altogether,
not true.
saying this is a shakedown. She's just trying to get money out of me. And he puts a lot of blame on her attorney, Tony Busby, as well.
This is the Tony Busby, as in the Diddy lawsuits.
Correct. Tony Busby is representing the Jane Doe. She's filed as Jane Doe. But this morning, Tony Busby dropped an audio recording that he says his client made. Was a phone conversation between herself and Shannon, and they get into an argument, and you will hear what Shannon said to her, and then we'll get into Shannon's response to this.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Wow. Yeah.
So I remember that, Juice, but here's the audio I was referring to about Matt Barnes. And,
and let me go ahead and share the screen for you.
Is this one? Is this it? I'm sorry. Hold on. No, this is not it.
I'm saying he want to date younger men.
Is that it?
That's not it. I'm so sorry. But
No,
Matt Barnes said he said Shaquille O'Neal cannot stand. I don't know, Couture Bay, you remember that audio? He cannot stand Shannon Sharpe. And to me, when a person has a deep-seated hatred, they'll do anything to move you out the way. And I believe it's a possibility. I believe they will put money in that young woman's pocket to bring forth this lawsuit. I mean, just like I believe Diageo put the battery in Cassie's back for Diddy, okay? For him claiming that they racist and stuff like that. That's just a theory I wanted to throw out there to the panel. But recently, Matt Barnes, there was some audio leak, and he tried to say it was AI. But I'm sorry, Matt Barnes, try again, because AI does not have the basketball game playing in the background. Clearly,
he threatened to sue Tasha K because she was the first one to release it. He threatened to sue her.
Exactly. So there's a lot of these men, these retired ball players, coming for Shannon's spy. I mean, Matt Barnes also has a podcast. I don't know how successful it is, but I know I don't watch it. I don't be looking for it. You know what I mean? And Shannon Sharpe, he's been landing all the interviews, whether you like it or not. He's been landing all those big interviews.
The top three sports podcast is Pat McAfee, Shannon Sharpe's situation, and then you have Cam and Mace. They're the top three.
Cam and Mace, right?
Well, you guys, this has been interesting. This has been super, super interesting. I think here's the thing. I know, Nadia, I was going to say this. I wanted to let you finish. When you were saying that you think it's possibly a setup, here's the thing what these men have to understand, and not just men of wealth, you guys. Y'all know, let me just talk to even you young men who are out there getting ready to even become celebrities, or maybe who's not a celebrity. Let me tell y'all, women are out here seeking whom they can devour also. It's not just Satan by himself.
That's right.
They are out here seeking whom they can devour. And you need to make sure and understand and know that 1, 5, or 10 minute, whatever he said. If Shannon said it was 10 minutes with his 2 new hips, it was 10 minutes. But that 10 minutes is now going to cost him about $50 million if this girl's lawyers do this right. So y'all young men that are out here looking at Shannon Sharpe saying, oh, he got caught, he up in this. Let me talk to y'all. Because, you know, I was listening most of the time, but let me now talk. Y'all could be one of those people that's about to catch a case. It may not be 10 million to y'all. It may not be 1 million. But let me tell you, let me speak deep to my young brothers out here. Besides, it may be a baby. That ain't even the worst of it. You can get yourself out here and catch you something that even doctors can't cure. So don't be out here pointing fingers at Shannon without realizing, hey, I need to make sure that I zip it up, keep it up, and make sure I know who I'm with. Also, because one moment of pleasure can be a lifelong, long life of detriment if you get to live through whatever you just went through. So I just want to break it down to everybody and make sure that y'all check out yourselves when we laughing and kikiing and having these stories about other people. That's what I do over here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show. It ain't just about the story to me. It's about the message.
Yes.
Even my motto on my platform is, I'm not here for the mess. I'm here for the message. So while we talk about Shannon, because Shannon, remember, Shannon one time was a little boy too. He was that young teenager also. And I'm sure people talked to Shannon on his way up. These people, like AT2 said, the NFL draft just happened. They now have just moved into a segment and a spirit in their life right now that they thought their DMs was blowing up. They thought people was looking at them. Oh, they coming. Them little demonic people, they coming. You can call them snow bunnies if you want to, but I'm going to tell y'all this. They ain't all just snow bunnies. Some of them are chocolate bunnies too, so don't get it twisted.
Ooh.
They're not only snow bunnies. They chocolate bunnies out here too. Latin bunnies, little Asian bunnies, Asian dragon, whatever you want to call them. They all out there. So you got to make sure that you protect yourself as well. And you not only protecting yourself, Shannon's kids have to hear this stuff. His daughter has to go through this. His sons have to go through this. So when you go out here to make a decision to lay down with somebody, you better make sure that you understand and know what they there for. And y'all who have just signed this NFL draft, somebody send this video over to the NFL, or at least clip this part and send it to them. Y'all who just signed those NFL drafts, I need somebody to give y'all a whole stack of NDAs, because if you going to do it and not listen to nobody on this panel, at least protect yourself with an NDA. Don't be like Shannon thinking it's too good for them to sign it.
Juice, NDA is not going to help you if the person's claiming you are them.
Yeah, we understand that.
Yeah,
we understand that, but at least try and get it so you ain't got to be out here with all this mess. Shannon tried to get this girl to sign, and the girl wouldn't. Anybody who refuses to sign an NDA, they looking out for themselves as well. Come on now. Yeah. These young men that are in this NFL draft have just signed documents to get big money.
Yeah. And we have to stop saying also that these young girls don't know what's up. Baby, they're hip. I used to date older men. They're hip to what's going on. This wasn't no girl from some small town out in the country where she ain't never seen no black people. She knew exactly. She knew the gym to go to, the gym to go to. Like, they were already talking about breast implants, but she didn't know this man.
Gave her the playbook on how to groom men. Look, women groom men too. They vet men. They do. And they use men to come up in their careers. It's been going on forever, sleeping their way to the top. It goes on. That's the reality of it. But at the end of the day, you have to realize it's going to be a consequence, good or bad, either. You know what I mean? And if you sign up to sleep with a teenager, because that's what she was, you know what I mean? But these young people are way more savvier. And
yes. And I want to say this: it ain't just the women that's out here. You got some, some men out here doing this too. AT2, you were going to say something. I'm going to come over to Roy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, don't forget, she said, Shannon, put that big black baby in me. Put that big black baby. I want that big black baby in me. Don't forget she said that. So, she was definitely looking for that big black baby to secure that big black paycheck.
Well, it looked like she's going to try and get it without. Royer, you're going to add to it also, Royer?
Yeah, I just want to say this because I got to actually dip out. I'm so sorry. But
we're getting ready to close out
by saying, for me, I am at a place, and I'm always this type of person. I am an accountability type of person, holding yourself accountable for the decisions that you made. You know, I think as we were talking about this new NFL draft and, you know, the new men that are, or the young men that are coming into this new money and, you know, this new fame and fortune, I really do think that there needs to be some kind of training. There needs to be some kind of therapy. There needs to be something set up to change the environment of what we have been dealing with. And I'm just at a point where are we going to find a solution? And my solutions are, number one, people need to get in therapy and start doing their work on themselves. 53 and to be wanting to mess with somebody in their teens.
Come on.
Where is the mental at? Where is the mindset at? What are we thinking? What are we doing?
Yeah.
What?
Second, kids.
Yeah, like I mean, and to me, hurt people. So when I see people at these grown ages violating children, somebody did that to you.
Absolutely.
9 times out of 10, someone has done that to you, and you're inflicting the pain that you have on other people. And that's why we have this continuous pattern, and that's why we have people out here harming themselves or harming others. We have a society that thinks that they can do and say and think anything that they want to and say it to people and have no consequences behind it. We have been in this same pattern, and I'm just at a point where something has to change. So therapy, we need to get in our minds together. We need to get our hearts together. We need to get our emotions together.
Hello.
And press charges.
And that's my other thing. Secondly, when you are violated, when you know someone has done something to you that is either uncomfortable, not right, you said no, whatever the case may be, as the young kids say, stand on business. Stand on business.
Come on.
T, as the people say.
Come on now.
Do talk. Because we are representatives of the next person who's coming up behind us.
Come on now.
If Shannon Sharpe and I, you know, nothing, I don't have nothing against him and anybody else because I don't know these people personally. But if he gets away with this, it's just a matter of time before the next person has their turn to come.
And he's still on panel with Chad Ochocinco.
And can I just, Juice, I found the audio of Matt Barnes. Do you mind if I share it really quick? It's not a long audio.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
I love you, Royer.
It was
love
nice
you, Royer.
All the new people.
My heart
Remember
didn't
to
do
hit
it.
the like button, subscribe to each of our channels, subscribe to Royer's World. Join us on Monday for the recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we'll catch y'all later. Bye. I love y'all.
Love you, Royer.
Love you.
Thank you.
Can you see? Oh, there we go. Okay, look at the title. That Shaq was offering big money to anyone who had dirt on Shannon Sharpe, allegedly over Shannon being chosen over Shaq for $100 million deal with the Volume Network. There we have motive. Here we go.
It's kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around. So, just want to put that out there.
Wow.
Quiet. Hey, he said, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some shit back to him a while back, and he's been off him. So that's why he's doing this. But please keep his name quiet.
What?
To that.
Okay.
What?
Jealousy is a beast, ain't it?
Come on.
That's what you have motive. Who's to say they ain't setting that man up? You heard they said Shaq is throwing around.
We'll say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Shaq money is long.
Well, I tell you.
I'll say this real quick though. You can't set me up if there ain't nothing to set me up with.
Boom.
Oh.
He put himself in that position. You are absolutely right. I'm just throwing the out there.
Boom.
it's a lot of factors going on here.
I hope they're not involved. I hope they're not involved because when you dig a grave for somebody, you be prepared to fall into your own.
Preach,
Right.
preach, sermon, preach.
Don't forget, they probably already gonna be subpoenaed and everything. Trust me, I think it's coming. It's coming.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Remember when y'all heard it first, y'all? Okay.
Well, you guys, thank y'all so very much for joining us tonight on this great collaboration. Listen, these are my friends. These are people that I call. I have their direct phone numbers. They helped me when I started out, and they'll continue to keep this platform going as well as their platforms. And I love them. And this is what we want to do more of, collaboration, because it's about sharing. Listen, all these celebrities now, y'all, they all coming on YouTube trying to take over. And we're going to have to band together. We're going to have to band together to make sure that we outnumber them now, y'all. Okay, let's all band together. So thank you to Naughty Love. Y'all go and subscribe to her channel, Naughty Love Movement. I have the links to everybody's channel in the description of this video. Naughty Love Movement. Thank you so very much. AT2, the real AT2, the godfather of YouTube. Y'all check him out. AT2 is his channel. Couture Bay. Listen, she's giving it to you, y'all. Couture Bay. That's my girl. See, I got my shake cup here for my girl. And Diva, the beautiful Diva with Chronicles of Gray Hair Diva. She is the one, the only, and she gonna have some facts. And if y'all join her on those nights, she will probably bring y'all on panel with her, y'all, because she shares. And I'm Regina with the Juice Radio and Talk Show. I love everybody being here. Thank y'all so very much. And our good friend Royer from Royer's World is amazing. We gonna pray for Shannon Sharpe. I'm gonna just pray this real quick. Y'all know what I do here at the Juice Radio and Talk Show. I always close in prayer. That's just what I do. I don't know how I'm gonna pray, but let me just say these few words. Father, help him and her and others in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Sometimes short is all we need. Thank y'all for watching. We're going to see y'all on the very next one. Thank all of y'all who's been in the comment section as well. Now, remember, go and subscribe to all these channels over here, all right? Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a blessed, safe night. Remember, love one another, love yourselves, and make sure that you love God Almighty. If you serve him, if you don't, just don't disrespect him. If you don't. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one. Good night, everyone.